What's up everyone, OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some great topics for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're starting off with more crushing of the sales records. This time we are going to the land across the pond over there in the UK with Super Mario 3D All-Stars breaking some more records. So far, it seems like Nintendo maybe made the right choice with this game, guys. I know, maybe, just maybe. I'm not so sure, but let's take a look at this article here. So shout outs to Nintendo, everything for this here. So Super Mario 3D All-Stars, we do know that this game had the third biggest launch of the year in the UK. So pretty big launch, right? But there's more to it than just that. Now, GFK via Christopher Dring has posted some additional information about the collection's performance in the UK, and there's some pretty crazy stuff going on with this game. So let's run down the bullet points here. Super Mario 3D All-Stars is the 15th biggest Nintendo game launch of all time in the UK. It's the second biggest Mario platformer launch behind Super Mario Odyssey, which was narrowly bigger. Not a lot bigger, but just narrowly. And we all know how Super Mario Odyssey sold. Now, as the 14th biggest Nintendo launch of all time, that's just not Switch. That's Super Nintendo, that's the Nintendo, that's the Wii, that's the, well, Wii U is basically nothing, but you guys know what I'm talking about here. That's all the different systems. That's the DS, that's everything. That's massive right there. It's the 5th biggest UK game launch of all time behind Pokemon Sword and Shield, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Mario Odyssey. Only 3 bigger UK physical game launches featuring Mario were bigger than 3D All-Stars. These were Mario Kart Wii, which was just absolutely massive, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Galaxy on Wii is the 22nd biggest Nintendo UK game launch. Sunshine is the 35th, and Mario 64 is the 187th biggest Nintendo game launch. So it's just kind of comparing what this collection did compared to the original launches of those games. Now, it's pretty crazy just to see that. And the fact that Super Mario All-Stars may have actually outperformed Super Mario Odyssey is also crazy. Like I said before, man, in previous videos, when we talk about the sales numbers and kind of what's going down, Super Mario 3D All-Stars is #1 in the eShop regions. Pretty much in every major region, the eShop Super Mario All-Stars, or Super Mario 3D All-Stars, I should say, is #1 in those regions. You're having people, and not scalpers, because people keep on saying scalpers this, scalpers that, but this game isn't selling on the different eBay and secondhand markets and all that stuff like that. So people are really picking up the game despite whatever controversy and what people were saying, because once again, I'll say this once, I'll say it again, and I don't care what people call me when it comes down to this, but this game is good value. I personally feel it's good value based on where the games are at this point. This is exactly what people were complaining and crying for a few years ago, or a couple years ago, on the Switch. Give us Virtual Console, give us classic Mario games, give us GameCube, give us N64, and people just wanted regular ports with nothing done to them. Like that crappy port that was on the Wii U, people were out there buying that of Mario 64. That was horrible. You know, you get upgraded ports of these games emulated to even be better and cleaned up and added features when it comes to visual presentation or even control features to each one of these games. And now some people are trying to say, oh no, it's not good value. Nah, I'm not with that, because you were complaining for something else or for even something lower just a little bit ago. So for me, this is good value compared to what you can buy on the market right now at this point. And I feel that's the reason why, I mean, it kind of all funnels back. That's the reason why these games are doing so well, despite such a vocal, you know, outcry from some people here and there, which is fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and that's cool. Like, I get that. But at the same time, you also have to look at what the market is saying about this, because I can complain about Call of Duty all I want to, but the market says Call of Duty is awesome and great and people love it. So that's just what it is when it comes down to the sales numbers, when it comes down to what people are buying and what they feel is good. I feel the same thing is happening here with Super Mario 3D All-Stars, and we're seeing that with the sales. People continue to purchase the game because the alternative is $300 GameCube version if you want it brand new, or $50 to $60, or if you want to a new copy of Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii and have to dig out that and a sensor bar and everything to play it, you're going to spend $20-something on that for a new copy. And a new copy of Mario 64 is just way too expensive. But even if you went with used copies of all of these 3 games, it's still more than $60. And you still can't play it anywhere that you want. And you still have to bust out various different systems, you know? So to me, it's the most convenient and best way to play the games. And that's the reason why the game is doing so well. So that's just facts right there when it comes down to it in terms of what people are thinking, because it's continued to do extremely well. So what are you guys' thoughts on this here? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, and moving on to the next topic here, guys. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity had an explosive showing at Tokyo Game Show 2020. If you have not checked out my reaction to the trailers and to the gameplay, please make sure you guys check that out. It was a lot of fun covering that. So if you missed it, go on the channel, watch it. It was really cool. But we have some more information because it wasn't translated during the gameplay. So now we have some more information in terms of what they were saying during that gameplay. So shout outs to Go Nintendo and the translations from Push Dustin on Twitter. So the aim with the game's visuals was to reproduce the style seen in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. The Sheikah Stone will act differently with each character, which is pretty cool. I like that. Zelda can perform stasis on enemies. Enemies have a weak point gauge for counterattacks. You can pick up ingredients from treasure chests, which we did see that in the gameplay. In one part of the gameplay, you can see Impa throw a slate that activates a tower as well as a mini guardian. Link can use the Sheikah Slate for remote bombs and the Ice Cube. The Ice Cube, that's how it is, baby. Impa can summon multiple versions of herself, those shadow clones, that Naruto style, and she is seen using a fire rod at one point. Weapons auto guard sometimes. Each character presents a different playstyle, which is always good to have different playstyles. The team put a lot of focus on creating the world that existed 100 years before the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which things did change after the Calamity and everything like that, so it makes complete sense. When the team finished the original Hyrule Warriors, they thought they were done with the collaboration, but at that point, Mr. Aonuma approached the team and asked them to create another title, which led to Age of Calamity, which that means this game has been in development for quite some time. I think we're going to see a much better and much upgraded game over what we got before. Now, I also want to point you guys into the direction of an article you guys can check out. There is information on each one of the champions and their moves, from Daruk to Mipha to Rivali to Urbosa as well. But the only champion that matters is Urbosa. No, I'm joking on that, but Urbosa's gonna be dope though. But she does retain her Urbosa's Fury. So Rivali's Gale, Urbosa's Fury, all of the stuff that you expect them to have because of what went on in Breath of the Wild, it's all there and even better. And I've said this before and I'll say it again, this game is extremely exciting because it lets us know more. It fills in those gaps that were missing in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And I think that with the Warriors style of gameplay, it perfectly fits a calamity, a war, a mass outbreak of fighting. There is no better collaboration, in my opinion, based on the story and lore of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and what happened. There is no better collaboration game that we've seen up until this point with the Warriors style than Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. It just so perfectly fits what happened and how you would want to play. If there was a game based on the Calamity War, how would it play? This is exactly how it would be. Large scale battles, different champions, complete unique movesets, all sorts of action going on. This game is going to be amazing because I played Hyrule Warriors back when it originally launched. I played the definitive edition on the Switch, and while those were good games, you can see the kind of closed-in nature. You can kind of see the limits of the budget and what they are doing. But this game looks like they said, hey, you know what we did before? Throw that all out. Let's make something that's going to be so awesome that's worthy of a canon Zelda title, because some people, weird people, are trying to say this isn't canon. It is. It's based off of the Calamity War, which is a canon Zelda game. It is a prequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So you pretty much have to play the game to get the full scope of the story when Breath of the Wild 2 comes out, or the sequel to Breath of the Wild, probably next year, 2021. So to me, that's incredibly exciting, and I cannot wait to stream this game, play the game, review the game, and just get into it, because I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. So, what are you guys' thoughts on Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, in addition to Super Mario 3D All-Stars continuing to crush it in the sales numbers? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Check out the links in the description. We've got Twitter. Go and give us a follow on there. Stay up to date on all latest gaming news and information. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you for the next one. Peace.